Back in 2004, when E3 was actually good and still existed, Nintendo showed off their brand new handheld, the DS. They talked about it a bit, had some devs suck them off, and then showed Mario 64 running on it, and everyone thought it was pretty cool. But it wasn't until Reggie showed a new Metroid Prime game running on it that everyone lost their shit. Metroid was at peak popularity back in the early 2000s with the birth of the Metroid Prime series, so it made sense that Nintendo wanted to shove one onto their new handheld. But when development was slow as shit, the decision was made to release a demo in the meantime. Even though making this demo added months onto the full game's development, it would hold fans over and keep the hype rolling. It was packaged in with DS systems, and later on you could download it from a DS download kiosk. So is this thing any good? Well, for those of you lost souls who have played Metroid Prime Hunters, you know that the gameplay is a little bit different from the main trilogy of games. It's not as well made as those games either, and overall just lacks what you can get from them. It's alright though. Some parts of it just suck shit, but that's a given with any Prime game. This demo came out in November of 2004 for North America and was a saving grace for many asshole kids who just needed something to shoot on Christmas. Yeah, a lot of people who got a DS for Christmas in 2004 were blessed with this demo, so why not find out if it was complete ass or not? So immediately your eyes get treated to the most compressed video known to fucking man. They really wanted to show you how powerful the DS was, and nothing proves that point more than the shittiest pre-rendered cutscene you've ever seen. After that, they play this awful sounding rendition of the Metroid theme, which sounds like someone just threw together in GarageBand in like 9 seconds. Anyway, we get 3 courses of action: training, multiplayer, and options. I just love options. You can change your name if you want to fully immerse yourself. There's 3 different ways you can control Samus, and all of them account for righties and lefties. This is a really stupid looking way to lay out different control options, and I don't feel I need to explain why. The default control method utilizes the D-pad or face buttons to move around, while the camera controls are relegated to the touchscreen, which actually works pretty well. There is an option to play with just the D-pad and buttons, but aiming is such a cunt without the stylus, so just stick to the default unless you're fucking stupid. The main gameplay here is the training mode, where we get 3 options to choose from. Each of these levels basically just shows off different gameplay, and they all start with the fucking dumbest sounding Metroid jingle you've ever heard. In the regulator, your goal is to just kill all the fuckers in each room. Like I said, to move, you use either the D-pad or the face buttons. You look around with the stylus, and to shoot, you press L or R. You're on a time limit, but honestly, if you can't beat this level in less than 9 minutes, you might be a fucking idiot, and I'm sorry you had to find out about it this way. The gameplay here is generally pretty fun, and the music's pretty good. Obviously, the graphics look like someone shat in a blender, but it didn't age too badly. If you're not holding your DS on your lap, you're gonna get some nice hand cramps, so be sure not to hold it like an idiot. To turn into your morph ball, you tap the icon on the bottom screen, which is nice because you're already holding your stylus. Same thing goes for switching your weapons. And what is a Metroid game without platforming? To jump, you double tap the bottom screen. In this demo, there isn't that much platforming, but if you've played the full game, you know how much dick it can suck to run around jumping and moving at the same time to platform. The people playing this demo don't know the fucking hell that's out there waiting for them. The gameplay here is pretty mindless, but damn if it isn't cool. You pick up ammo and shit along the way, and after a few rooms, you find this green doppelganger fuck that tries to kill you. If you die, you just respawn in the previous room. But basically, you just want to spam shots and missiles at her, and eventually when you kill her, the game just abruptly stops and congratulates you for some dumb fucking reason. There's not even an animation of her dying. Anyway, the next level is Survivor, and I just gotta say, this level fucking blows. The name says it all, Survivor. You just want to kill as many enemies as you can before you die. That's literally just it. It's pretty fucking lame, and the area you get put in isn't even that big, so you end up just running circles. It's not very hard to just cheese your way to a high score, but even if you wanted to, it's not really that fun. There's a few power-ups you can get, like you can pick up missiles and double the damage you do for a little bit, but all in all, this mode fucking sucks, and the game doesn't explicitly tell you that you're just supposed to survive as long as you can. You're supposed to just pick that up while playing. If you die, you get this shitty cutscene of Samus dropping dead. Well deserved. Next level is Morph Ball. Here you just follow these blue balls across a map and try to get to the goal before time runs out while collecting as many fluorescent testicles as possible. You can miss 1 or 2, but if you pass by too many, they just stop loading in. This is the only game mode I would say is in any way challenging, but that's only because they give you barely enough fucking time. And that's it. It takes under a minute to beat, and I got it on my second try. It's pretty pathetic, and if it isn't obvious, Regulator, the first level, is the only good content in the entire fucking game. At least Regulator had some kind of goal. Survivor is just a high score game, and Morph Ball is a 1-minute race against nobody. If you manage to set a high score in one of these levels, first of all, you should be ashamed of yourself, but you also get this little bonus movie teasing the full game. It's kinda cool, but the choreography makes no fucking sense. Like, why is Samus just randomly posing to the right? That's the single player content. Now, let's talk multiplayer. If you have a friend with a copy of the game, you can play death matches with them in one of 3 maps. The maps are pretty small and there's not much in them, but for a demo of a DS game, a first-person shooter multiplayer mode is pretty ambitious. And you know what? It's pretty fun. The match lasts 5 minutes and it's all about whoever gets the most kills. You can pick up missiles and stuff and play with up to 4 people. It's not much, but you can have some serious fun with this. And for a kid on Christmas Day, it probably wasn't too hard to find a friend with a copy of the game too. This mode gets my thumbs up. It puts Morph Ball to shame. Fuck Morph Ball. All in all, Metroid Prime Hunters First Hunt is definitely a demo of Metroid Prime Hunters. It was free back in the day, and you know what? It's pretty good. You could definitely kill a car ride with this thing. It's not as good as the real thing, but it probably made for a dope-ass Christmas in 2004. It probably also made for a mediocre Hanukkah in 2005. Regardless, it's a pretty good time. I'm Bearman, and I've been wasting your time. Thanks for watching, and happy holidays to everyone except Jay Leno. Take care.